Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plants, and today we are planning some currently spreads for the month of September because it is already that time. I am doing a spread in my classic catch-all, and then I've really enjoyed also doing a currently spread for my memory planner, and I like to kind of do the prompts in each of them different. So let's go ahead and get started. I think I'm going to do my classic spread first. So let's just pull this one out. And then today I'm going to go in with some new sticker sheets from Planet Darby. I have these really fun giraffe design ones. So we have some little cute giraffes. And then this one is just gorgeous. I don't know if these were intended to be together or not, but I'm going to put them together because this sunset is just giving all the vibes. And then we have some really fun giraffe scraps. So we're going to do these. And I'm doing these because my husband is going on a trip in September. He's going to Africa. So I was like, we can do something for that. And I think that would be really fun. And so I was like, well, perfect timing. And we can use these new scraps from Planet Darby. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to start with the scraps first. And I'm going to go in with these corner pieces because y'all know I love a good corner. So I'm going to use these ones, and I'm actually going to do one over here. It is going to annoy me because I am going to have to repunch this page and hope and pray that I don't mess it up. But you know, hopefully the end result will make it worth it to have that scrap there. But I am going to go in with a couple of these because I can always layer on top of them. And then I'm going to put in some of these like grassy, I don't know. Let's see how these look. Oh, look at how those cut. That's cool. Okay, I'm going to put this grass down at the bottom. Lay that there. And I think I'm going to take a little bit more of it so I can extend it all the way to the edge. And I'm actually not, because I can't find my scissors. Okay, I found it. Shocker. Always losing the scissors. Okay, I'm going to cut off just that little bit of white. And then I'm going to layer this on top ever so slightly, so that way it kind of just looks like it's continuing, even though it's definitely not. Okay, and then I'll trim the rest of this off. Look at that. That's almost seamless. You can't even see it. Meow. Okay, I'm going to stick this grass piece back somewhere, just somewhere I have space. Okay, we kind of have the start to this. Now, obviously, I got to have some giraffes in here. I like this one because it's coming from the side anyway. So, but I also feel like I need this baby giraffe to be poking out of the grass. So I got to peel this back up. Hopefully I peeled up enough. You know what? I could always, yeah, that's fine. I could always cut off a little bit. It's fine. We'll just cut off because I don't want to have to peel back even more. So we'll just cut off that. And then we have our giraffes. He's so cute. Okay, and then I have to use this one. I know it like is going to bring in a completely different color palette, but I have to. It's just too pretty not to use. So I'm going to stick that right up there. And then we have a quote, reach for more, not for perfect. Love that. Gotta love a good quote. I'm going to cover up the priorities with that quote and kind of just like title the page with that. And that was horrible. I laid that down so crooked. I hate it. Hold on. I gotta fix it. I can't. That was so crooked. Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay. Okay. We need to get our functional in because I am going to get carried away. So I am actually going to go in with autumn boxes. And I have a green. I have a couple of different greens in the autumn books. But I thought this green would be really pretty to add in. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of this so I can get some green in here. I'm not going to worry about doing too much, but I do want to get a couple of green pieces in here. And then now I'm looking at that though. Now I'm like, maybe I should add in, like, should I, or should I just stick? Originally, I was only going to stick with like these colors, but then I also added that in. How weird would it look if I put pink in here? I don't know. You guys, I don't know. I know the autumn books, the only pink I have is this hot pink from this set. But I'm like, it could be a vibe. I think I'm going to do it. And then that way I can kind of pull in some of those colors. We're going to do it. We're doing it. It's already been done. We can't go back now. Okay, I'm just going to add in a couple. I don't want to have a ton of boxes. But then that kind of pulls and ties that in. I hope that makes sense. In my head, it makes sense. I am going to go in with black currently for my currently sticker. Again, I do this every time. I don't know why I thumb through the whole thing when I know exactly where these stickers are. Maybe it's just the vibe of it, I guess. I'm going to go in with the paper version just so I can easily layer this on top of that. And then I don't really have to worry. We might as well get our words too while we are here. I think the bold is towards the back. Yep. Let's do having grace for, because I think I'm going to need a lot of that because I'm going to be solo parenting for like 2.5 weeks. So, and then on top of that, also working and all that good stuff. So it's about to be a very busy, very, very busy month. So I need all the grace. Let's see. I'm going to do supporting because I am supporting my husband in getting to go on this trip. So I'm going to be in support that he is getting to go. And then let's do manifesting. Ooh, you know what? I lied. You know what I am going to do? I'm going to do decluttering. I have projects. I love when he's gone, I got to say, because I get so much done. When I don't have to like be a wife for like a little while, I'm like, I can do all the projects that I don't usually have time for. So like I'm planning to clean like downstairs rooms and kind of go through closets, get rid of things that have just like been in there. Like I'm so excited for these projects. So him being gone is actually a good thing. Like it's going to be rough, but I'm like, man, I'm going to get so much stuff. Like every time he goes out of town, I get so much stuff done. So I'm actually super excited for that. Because I'm about to be so organized. And then he usually comes home to like parts of our house looking different because I just get carried away and then I start doing all the things. So anyway, so I look forward to him being gone because then I can actually get stuff done without him getting in my way. I'm going to put this giraffe. I'm just lifting up that word so I can kind of stick him and immerse him in there. I do want to stick more of this greenery around so we can get more of the greens. Okay. I like this little, like, I don't even know what these are, but they're pretty. Stick more of those in there. I also like that we have like silhouetted giraffes. So I am going to take a couple of those. Give it to me. So we can stick them up here. And then it's kind of like they're walking into and then maybe kind of walking out of the picture. So let's do another one. And I'll do one over here. So he's kind of like, he's like in the picture, but he's also walking out of the picture. And we could even have these ones. And I feel like these could be like they're in the distance or something. I don't know. Makes sense in my brain. So I'm going to stick that in there. I think I'm going to kind of fill in the rest of the space with just like the greenery. And get more of the green shades in here. Add that. And maybe I'll do like a little bit more of the scraps because I feel like I have not really anything over here. So let's add in one more scrap at least. Give it to me. There we go. Okay, that's better. And then we can just add in the foods. Okay, this actually turned out so much different than what I had in my head, but like in a good way. So that's good. At least it's not the opposite way. I am going to just stick these greens and these like flower pieces all over to get more of those and kind of fill in the space there. I like it. It's so pretty. I could have another like little giraffe pop out over here. That could be kind of cute. I'm gonna have to re-lift up some stickers, but I could have him kind of popping out over here. Let's do it. If I can get this up, that would be great. Give it to me. Oh gosh. Okay, that's okay. I just need enough of it down so I can lay him in here. There we go. Then we have a little giraffe there. Okay. Okay. Just gonna finish it out here. A couple more of these pieces, and then I think that's good for this one. I got this one all nice and filled in. Giraffe spread in the books. Again, these are the sheets I use, and I'll link Darby's shop down below, and I do have a discount code for you all. So I'll have all that information in the description below. So that way, if you like giraffes or just want to do like a fun like little safari spread, there you go. I just love this one. I just love anything with sunsets. I know it's like completely different than everything else, but I think kind of bringing in the pink boxes did help. Okay, so these are the sheets. This is what they're looking like. We did use almost like, I probably could have fit all of them, and honestly I probably could stick another one up here, but I think I'm just going to leave them down at the bottom. But these are what the sheets are looking like to finish that page off. So classic spread done, ready to go. Now we're going to swap over to my big memory planner. And for this one, I'm going to go in with Amber Plans Her Day's new Fall Collections Volume 3, and we're going to go in with these leaves. So much different vibe, but we're going to go in with this set in here. And then I thought it'd be fun to pair it, because it's back in stock, with autumn shapes. So, and because this is so big, I'm like, I need bigger stickers, and I think just like boxes aren't going to cut it in here. So I feel like it's a great time to use my shape stickers. So that's what we're going to do. But I absolutely love this gigantic corner piece. So I'm going to start with this one and get this in here. And this book is available now. I'll have it linked down below. And then I love having like the leaves kind of like flying out of that. So that's my goal, is to do that. But I probably should get my shapes and stuff down first so I can kind of go around those. So I'm just looking in the colors in here, and I'm going to go in autumn shapes and kind of pull out the colors. We can do greens. I thought it would be kind of fun to do the copper. I might do that. I might not. This brown shade is really pretty. I'm kind of thinking hexagons. Should we do hexagons? I feel like I never do hexagons, so I kind of like, maybe we should do the hexagons, because the shade is a good shade. It's a good shade for in here. So let's do the hexagons. I'm doing it. Committed. It's down. Can't go back. Okay, so we'll do that shade. I feel like I could do like this marigold, and even this like dark red, and even the green. I can really use this whole set in here. So I think I'm going to start pulling these out and getting some of these in here. I'm going to kind of switch up how I was planning to lay these down. And maybe go this way and kind of just make a weird shape. I am going to add one more. I'm like looking at that and I'm like, that's an interesting shape. I'm adding another one. I'm just trying to decide what color I want to do. If I want to go with more brown or like more green. Because there's like a little bit more of like this like darker green and like more like an olive tone. So like I'm kind of thinking I might add this olivey color in here, because I kind of like that one. This looks like a bone. You guys, if you have dogs, You can make a bone with hexagons. Who would have known? That's kind of fun. I never would have thought of that. Okay, and then I can go in with more of these. It's like that was a flat piece, which I love. Give me all the flat pieces, please. But there are little individual leaves. So I am going to shove those in here. So that way the leaves are kind of flying out of this area over here. Now, as usual, I'm struggling to pull these up. Get a little assistance. I was like, where'd it go? It got stuck. Also, I do want to add in a quote. So let me just pause and pull in some quotes here. So we're going to do leaves are falling. Autumn is calling. Let's go ahead and add that as a quote. And then I'm thinking a quote down here. And we have a nice big quote that's like the perfect shape. Let's watch the leaves turn. So I'm going to slap this one right down there, and then we'll stick some leaves around that too. So keep going with some of these individual pieces that I just kind of want flying around on here. I'm going to try to use all the ones on this page, and then if it's needed, we can grab some from the other page. But I might go in with some of the bigger pieces too. Oh good, there's some smaller. These ones are like a little bit smaller, not a ton, but a little bit, so I don't have to use a ton. Okay, I like that so far. So now we need to add our currently. I did think it would be fun to use orange. I don't really have orange in here yet, so I am going to go in with rainbow currently. I didn't do it this time. And let's see. Now it's just deciding what font I want to use and if I want to use clear or paper. I kind of want the cursive font. Or maybe I'll do this font because I feel like this one kind of matches the other fonts in here. I don't really have a need for paper necessarily. I feel like I need more leaves over here before I can make a decision. I have another corner piece. So let's go in with that first. And I'm not going to stick this in the actual corner. I'm going to stick this in like the corner that this area is making. But I feel like I need some of that big floral vibe over here. And then there are some more individual leaves. So I am going to kind of have these pop out a little bit. So I have a little bit more up here. Maybe we can I could probably put another quote in here. Why not? Let's just do all the leaves. A fallen leaf is nothing more than a summer's wave goodbye. I don't know why I could not read that, but so we'll stick that in here. And then I can stick my currently sticker over here. I'm still deciding if I want clear or paper. I think I'm just going to go with paper. I'm going to go with paper. I'm going to stick it right in here, and then I can put leaves around it. I think that's the plan. Let's put some more little leaves. Ooh, there's actually this. It's like a flattened piece that we can lay right up here. Get a little bit more of those leaves without having to do a lot of individual pieces. But we can lay those in there, and then I have all these teeny tiny little leaves that can be falling out of it. Okay, I feel like that's good. That's good. Okay, the only thing we need to do is add in our words or like our prompts and stuff. So I think I'm going to stick to orange because I feel like that orange actually goes really, really well. And then I'm going to go and find that font, which is right here. And I think I'm going to do clear because I'm going to stick it inside because I don't need that much space to write. I don't write, you know, gigantic things in here. So we'll go a little bit smaller, and then I'll just start sticking the words in here. I did decluttering, so I'm not going to do that, but I am going to do organizing. And then I think learning. I feel like every time I'm alone with my daughter and it's just me and her, just like living life, if my husband's gone, you know, I feel like I learn a lot. So we'll see what we learn this time. Maybe prioritizing will probably be a good one to focus on for this month. And then I don't know. Let's do praying for. So we'll stick that in there. Okay. So we have our prompts in here. We use Rainbow currently, Fall Collections Volume 3 from Amber Plants Her Day, and then Autumn Shapes. There we go. I like it. I love the big stickers too. I think it makes it easier to fill in like such a big space. So I feel like that worked out. But here are both of the spreads for September for my currentlies. Planet Darby stickers over here, Amber Plants Her Day. I'll have links down in the description below and discount codes to both of them, so that way you guys can shop. But there we go, you guys. I so hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!